Hello guys, Dillo304 here. So obviously you guys will remember this phone. This is my last video about the Galaxy S6 Edge, and that repair, if you watched that video, was not successful. And so I think you all have been wondering what has been going on in the past, I don't know, week or two since I have made that video. And some stuff has actually gone on, so I'm going to explain it all. I'm going to try to explain it all as quickly as possible because it is pretty complicated and a lot of stuff has happened. So after I couldn't get the phone working, I decided to go on eBay and look for another one just as a parts unit. And I found one. I found a Galaxy S6 Edge with a destroyed screen, and I was hoping that the board was good in it, and it turns out it was. And so I was happy with that, and so I have this phone right here, obviously, that is in working condition. But the story didn't stop there. So I put it all back together, and I decided to build a phone like this. I used a black screen. I purchased this black screen on eBay used. It does have a crack in it, but it is fully functional, as you can see here. And I purchased a back glass. As you can see here, it is kind of dirty, obviously, because I've been fingerprinting it. But yeah, I purchased a new back glass. It is cracked, unfortunately, because I had to pull it back off because I had to do some troubleshooting, and I ended up cracking it. And so you can kind of see that it's not really seated properly, and I could pull it off with my fingertips now and not break it. So I'll have to fix that adhesive, but not until I fix the actual problem with the phone. Anyway, yeah, I have a black screen, a gold mid-frame, and a gold back, and a black camera lens. So I wanted to go for a two-tone design. I also have a different SIM slot color. I wanted to go for a two-tone design, make it look unique, you know. Anyway, yeah, the phone worked perfectly from there. But then I started to have some issues with it, and I now know the cause behind those issues. But before I tell you the cause, the phone would just start randomly shutting off and rebooting all of a sudden, and then it even got stuck in a boot loop once or twice, which is really strange. And so I was like, what the hell is the problem? So I toyed with just giving up on this project and selling the phone on eBay, and it's been listed on eBay for the past day or two, but I removed it because I eventually figured out what the problem is. The problem, I think, is the battery. Now, I didn't, this wasn't conclusive before, but the phone would start acting up like that once the battery dropped below 40%. And so I had a spare battery, a spare used battery, so I decided to swap the battery, but that didn't solve the issue. The same thing is still happening. So it's really weird. Like, once the battery drops below 40%, the phone, I mean, it could be anything at that point. The phone could be stuck in a boot loop. It could just randomly shut off on you. And so that leads me to believe that the battery is bad. Then again, I don't know, because, again, I've already tried two batteries in it and they exhibit the same behavior. But nevertheless, I did just order a brand new battery for this phone, because it was only $8, so it's really not much of a loss anyway. $8 is pocket change for me. I probably spend more than that every day. Well, not every day, but I can spend more than that in a day is my point. So I'm willing to, you know, give up $8 to see if it'll work. So what I'm going to do once that gets here, I'm going to put that battery in and see if the problem gets any better. So that's the verdict on that. Other than that small issue, the phone does work. I now have a functional Galaxy S6 Edge, as you can see here. I have some stuff on it. I have the battery plugged in. It's 98%. The phone I bought was a Sprint 32GB model with a blacklisted IMEI. And it, yeah, that was all I wanted to mention. So it does have a blacklisted IMEI, and it's Sprint, so I cannot use it as a phone, but that's okay. I just wanted to get it working as, you know, in other areas besides the phone. And so, yeah, I do have it plugged into the charger. Obviously, I'm just charging the battery back up. Tonight I decided to, you know, like I said, I decided to plug it in, charge the battery up, and I turned it on at 75%, and it's been fine ever since. So, kind of weird, really strange, but hopefully that new battery will solve the issue. And if it doesn't, then, oh well, that's going to be kind of a minor inconvenience, but at least I'll have a working phone for the most part. I just need to keep it above 40%. So, yeah. So far, I mean, I did use the S6. It worked for about one day before I started having that issue, and so I have been using the S6 for that short amount of time. And I can definitely say that this phone is a huge improvement over the Galaxy S5, which goes down in my book as one of the worst phones I've ever owned. So yeah, that's kind of, I guess, an achievement. So the phone is built a lot better. I mean, I've seen the inside and outside of this phone, but it's built a lot better. It has, you know, a really nice camera, which is cool because the S5 camera was kind of shit. And the software, most importantly, the software is a lot more responsive than it used to be. As you can see, I just double tap the home button and bam, you have a camera. So again, pretty freaking cool. Little things like this, TouchWiz just does run a noticeable bit better than it used to on the Galaxy S5. This is running Android 5.1.1. I have the AOSP theme from the Samsung store on there, so that's why it may look a little more stock than you're used to. And so I just have a few apps on here. I haven't really done much with it yet, obviously, because I just figured out how to keep the phone going. So, yeah. Anyway, that is the story on the Galaxy S6 Edge. That is the update, and I figured out how to keep it working. And like I said, hopefully that new battery will solve the issue that I'm having with it. And if it doesn't, well, yeah, like I said, it's a minor inconvenience, but it's not the end of the world. It's still, you know, a reasonably working phone. So there you are. That is the update on the Galaxy S6 situation. And this one, of course, this is just all the parts that I had that were not working or otherwise damaged. So yeah, you can see this case, or this mid-frame, has a split in it. It is coming away from the screen. This screen may or may not function. I don't know because I have not tested it yet, but I don't really care. The camera module is bad, and the logic board and battery, of course, are bad, I believe. So yeah, that's kind of the story on that. So there you are. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.